The Jackson College film series is tonight, and this is a good one. The future of law enforcement. RoboCop.
Wasn't that shot in Detroit?
Well, the second one was.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not sure about the first one. So doors open at 6:30 p.m. Members get in free, or if you're not a member, you just pay $5. It's very cool.
Or become a member.
Yes, or become a member
Yeah.
for $30 only. So we'd now like to welcome certified payment professional Mark Schissler to the morning show. Good morning, Mark.
Good to be here.
Hi, Mark.
How are you doing today?
Good. And you join us periodically, a member of the JCCA.
Right.
And we've been talking, it feels like the last few weeks, we've been talking a lot with the JCCA, sponsored the Brick Award. We've gotten to see a lot of hear a lot of what goes on at the JCCA. And,
Right.
And you're a key part of that, kind of on the financial side of things.
Right. It's a great group of people.
Yeah.
They help build Jackson. And not only that, but they do a tremendous job investing in Jackson ongoing, as well as doing the future building for Jackson. And I could go on probably an hour talking about all the great things that the different business owners do here in Jackson. But notably, just last week at our monthly meeting, we had our second annual, we do a funding for students that want to go into the trades.
Oh.
In addition to the scholarships that we have available for them, and I'll come back to that in a moment. But the startup money is for someone that's going to go into the trades, whether carpentry or electronics or plumbing. It's very simple for them to do to get this $100 startup fund to buy tools or whatever they might need. So all they have to do is enroll in a school for one of the trades, or get a job and have that job for 90 days, and they can receive a grant of $1,000 to buy tools and whatever they might need to help them get started. Because a lot of the owners in the JCCA group, they're looking back 20, 30 years and are saying, boy, I wish I had someone to help me get started.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's really cool. So we had 13 students last week. It's good probability that all 13 of them may meet the qualifications to get that startup fund.
Nice.
I talked to a school counselor last week, and she was telling some of these kids that are getting involved in the trades, congratulations, your first year you're going to make more than I do as a counselor.
Yes. Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
So,
Right.
You guys talk about being local. Is the best selection local here? It is, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I can give you some examples of that in just a moment, but I want to jump back to the scholarship that I mentioned. We do have that scholarship is still open for students that are going into the trades. If they're going to a traditional school, they apply, they can go to our website, jcca.biz. They can do the application online. Very simple. It's a one-pager. I mean, fill out one page, you can get $1,000. It is so simple.
That's awesome.
And so they can get both that startup money if they were at the meeting last week, but then they can also get the scholarship. So the deadline for that is towards the end of March, 24th, 25th, I believe. But if any parents have their children interested in going into the trades, check that out. It's a real easy $1,000 to help them for schooling.
What are some local options for education in the trades?
It's a good question. One of our board members, Dan, would probably better speak to that than I would. I know Jackson College has some, Gemma has some programs.
ShopRat has quite a few. Yeah.
So they're out there. You got to look for it.
Okay.
And when I have 4 children, when they were juniors and seniors in school, I said, look, consider it. Someone's going to pay you to fill out this application and do the job searches, but you got to do it because no one's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
And a lot of these business owners that are running companies here in town now, they're looking around saying, well, what companies are going to be here in 20 or 30 years? I'm getting older too. I'm not going to be here. And I'm blessed that my daughter is also working for my company.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's some continuity there. But the other business owners are saying, where are the people in the skilled trades going to be to help continue to build Jackson to what it can be?
Yeah. I was going to say, let's talk a little bit about what you do.
Yeah.
And it seems you have a great perspective really on all business because of the amount of businesses that you're in every single day. But let's talk a little bit about what you do, saving people money.
Thank you.
It's tricky out there. As a business owner, what do we use? What do we have? It's important that you use someone and talk to someone that you can trust, correct?
Right, and we have a great example sitting right here at this table. Not only does JCCA believe in doing business local, but JCCA as its own entity does its business local. What I meant about the example being right here is you guys do our website.
Yeah.
And we could have gone to Ann Arbor or Grand Rapids or anywhere to do it, but no, we kept it local because we know the people, honest information, the fair pricing, and excellent service. That's what you guys do.
Thank you.
That's what all the JCA business owners do here in Jackson. That's why it's best to do it local.
Yeah.
And that's what I do for my clients.
Yeah.
So JCC believes in keeping business here local, construction business here local, so that money is invested in Jackson. What I do is I help them keep more of that money by reducing fees.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, Mark, because
sure.
our viewers might not know what we're talking about.
Sure.
What is your business?
Most consumers don't know, both on a consumer level and a business level, that when a company takes in a payment or takes in their revenue electronically, whether it's on the internet, whether it is recurring payments, credit cards, debit cards, the business always pays a fee.
Okay.
Even non-for-profits pay a fee when they do things electronically.
Okay.
And the best analogy is to buy a car at a dealership. You could pay sticker price, but you don't have to. But they're not going to initiate negotiations to drop your price. You have to do it. You need to get educated. Say, okay, this is the car I want. This is the fair price I want to pay for it. I want to negotiate. They make a deal, you get a deal, and everything's happy. Card processing is the same way. I educate the business owners as to where they could or should be compared to where they are now.
Okay.
It's sort of like your auto insurance.
Sure.
Most people will shop their auto insurance every couple of years to make sure that they're still getting a good deal, good service. I do that analysis for my clients.
Okay.
I'm certified in the industry. I provide an analysis for them in writing, and then in a couple of months I come back and I show that I did what I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
For example, a couple of months ago I was on here with Christoph and Sons. I've been taking care of them for 7-8 years now. They're still paying lower fees now than they were 8 years ago.
Amazing.
Oh, no kidding.
Right, and so I have one client here in town, not Christoph and Sons, another one. They do about $5 million a year on cards. I reduced their fees because they were with one of the big mega banks.
Yeah.
I reduced their fees by $65,000 in the first
Amazing.
year.
Wow.
It's important, like I said, it's important to know who you're talking to and have someone
Yes.
fighting for you in your business. Mark, I want to thank you so much for
Sure.
coming in, sharing all the good information about your business. And
if we have 20
JCCA.
seconds left, I have
for
a gift for you guys.
Oh,
I
thank
believe
you.
you're both married, right?
Yes.
So you notice my
Aw.
button.
Very good.
Married and
I don't know if
loving
it
it.
shows
I like it. Yes.
Because I believe that our
you.
or his and hers, you got to take one.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Because I believe truly that our society, not only here in Jackson, our state, and our country, they need hope. They need some vision of happiness. And that there are happy marriages out there. And I think we need to let that be known.
I like it.
Because it contradicts what we see in the movies
Yeah.
and TV and all that.
Yep.
Awesome.
So
Thank
What a
you,
beautiful
Mark.
sentiment.
Yeah,
Amen
thank
to
you so
that.
much, Mark. We
Sure.
appreciate it. We got to take a quick break. More of the morning show right after this.
all right.